Hi, you guys. This is Nina back again. Like, share, and subscribe. I can be found on Twitter at Love Radio 44132. Don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and that bell button so you can know when my next video will post. And until then, you guys, let's just do a very sad update. This is a story that I've actually been wanting to cover for a while. However, I've been kind of getting backwards because of my computer situation. But I just want to put this information out there. This is another young lady that has been taken away from us too soon. Um, and I'm just going to get into the details right now. Her story has been all over the news nationwide in like the last month or so. And this report is coming from CNN. That is my source for this. Uh, Private Vanessa Guillen, whom is pictured right here, had been missing for several months from Fort Hood, and the soldier suspected in her disappearance um, committed um, took his own life away after police confronted him in Guillen, Texas, according to what authorities said today. Now, the Texas Rangers arrested another civilian suspect in connection with Guillen's disappearance, according to the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command, which calls itself CID. Now, this soldier, just to bring you guys back, she had actually reported um, assault in her unit, and I guess that it was not being investigated properly, or it was in process of being swept under the rug. And during the time of this investigation, she actually came up missing. And she had been missing for a while. However, remains were recovered, and people suspect that it is her remains. Now, according to this article, um, we have made significant progress in this tragic situation and are doing everything possible to get the truth and bring answers to the family of Private Vanessa Guillen, CID spokesman Chris Grace said. Guillen, who was 20 at the time of her disappearance, was last seen in the parking lot of her barracks at the Texas Army base on April 22nd, according to investigators. Now, again, this is a very sad case. This young lady had spoke out against what was going on with her, and she was tragically taken away from us, and she deserves justice. Early Wednesday, when the suspect was confronted, U.S. Marshals, Guillen Police, and the Lone Star Fugitive Task Force located this now, as of right now, unidentified soldier suspected in Guillen's disappearance. He had left his Fort Hood post. The authorities confronted him, and while they were walking toward him, he took his own life when officers attempted to make contact. The suspect displayed a weapon and discharged it upon himself. The suspect, which is still not named, succumbed from his own self-inflicted gunshot wounds, according to the Guillen Police Department in a news release. And I apologize if I am mispronouncing any names in this story. Now, while authorities cannot actually confirm it, Guillen's family believe the remains found today belong to their missing loved one. They said during a news media conference, and this is so sad, you guys. The remains were found in a very shallow grave, and search operations were suspended pending identification, according to Tim Miller, the director and founder of Texas EquiSearch. Also, another soldier was found deceased. That soldier's remains were discovered about 26 miles from the site of the June 19th investigation, where the body of Private Second Class Gregory Wendell Morales, who went missing last year while driving in Guillen. He was scheduled to be discharged within days of his disappearance, the Army said, and it is unclear whether or not there's a connection between Guillen and Weldon Morales, but Army investigators say there's no credible information linking the two cases. So this is again tragic. A second soldier was found. Um, the art somebody needs to get on top of this. Somebody needs to get on top of this. Foul play, is also suspected in Wendell Morales' passing, and the Army is offering a $25,000 reward for information in that case. The Army, League of United Latin American Citizens, and Houston rapper Baby Bash has pulled together a total of $55,000 in reward money for information on Guilen's disappearance. Before Guilen went missing, she explained to her family that she was being um, harassed by one of her sergeants at Fort Hood, and the sergeant, as of now, has not been identified. So I don't know if this is the one that took his life or not. There might be more than one person involved. After she went missing in April, her keys, room key, identification card, and wallet were found in an armory room where she was working that day. So she was actually found missing on April 22nd while she was at work. So somebody must have knew where she was, and they had to have had a time that she was there. So it had to be somebody she knew. Her family is heartbroken, they're in pain, they're frustrated and devastated that this should not have happened, and they are demanding a congressional investigation. I agree with that. They demand the truth, according to their attorney, Natalie Kowam, during a statement. If this could happen to Vanessa, it could happen to any one of our sisters, daughters, or mothers. There's no reason why a young, beautiful girl who joined the Army to honorably serve this country should be in a shallow grave near or on our turf. Now, again, this was incredibly sad, but the investigators are saying that the the decomposed human human remains found more than likely are hers, even though it has not been actually publicly confirmed. I would like to know what you guys think about this. If you have any information and don't feel comfortable sharing it with the police, you can send me a private DM and I will pass along the information. Again, this is a very tragic case, and obviously, there's more than one person involved. There may be multiple people involved, and on top of that, there is another soldier whom has been found deceased, and this needs to be looked into. I would like to know your thoughts about this. Like, share, and subscribe. Until the next episode, you guys enjoy your day.